Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. First play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and now it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. That's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with them in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years, then sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again is Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 at the 14. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Now Bell, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, Give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Big air. Big up, yo.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Bridgewater now. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette running out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 39.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That one good for 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, New York.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go. 46. I'm coming.
Darnold on 1st down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You think you gonna get this? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. He's got Thompson here, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Right. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Keep it up.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll make our score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
57's the mount. And let's get this. Get going. 49. Check 49.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Banjo, banjo, banjo.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the catch, it's Crowder. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A first down throw, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, it's Darnold. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Bridgewater, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he goes down It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Darnold, caught here by Bell. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check 50, check 50. Switch.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 52 yards.
Spine. No.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 20-yard line.
Hey, 57, Mike 57. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Under 10. Alert flare.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
First down, New York.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
46 to Mike. 47.
On first down, Darnold. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check 3, check, go.
To throw is Bridgewater. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Blue down. Slam. Safe. No. Off. Go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From from the red zone now. Bridgewater. And he's got it. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
Now the ball comes loose. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we had thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down now. It's Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Again, it's Bell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got a noon one. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Darnold now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check.
Here's Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
Mike Popo. You. I got motion. 44 to Mike.
Darnold to throw again. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air again, Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort, They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
You don't want it. 50 seconds to box.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jags, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me